Hey everyone, what is going on? So we have some battles that I did on stream during Go Battle Day, and I hit expert with this team. I did really well. This team I had a couple negative sets, but they were all 2-3s. I didn't have any 1-4s or 0-5s with this team during Go Battle Day. It just did really well for me. Most of the games I would say with 3-2. I also had 4-1s as well. But yeah, really solid team. Let's just go ahead and dive right into it and see what we got going for us. We do have 2 sets for you. Anyway, they hit me with a Hydro Pump, and it's funny because during chat, like on stream, I was saying, you know what, this might be a Hydro Pump because I know Yonkers featured a Gyarados with a Hydro Pump, and if it is, that's going to be a little bit unfortunate, and it was, but we still get, we don't get Switch, but we do get Shield Advantage, and we're going to be able to farm down with Metagross before they even get off an attack, which is huge, and Metagross with the Shield Advantage and Energy is really scary. They bring in their old Metagross. They try to catch, which is what I anticipated, so I don't throw immediately. Dragonite's coming in. We're going to be able to throw this Medium Ash right now. They do shield it up. Totally fine. We do go for another one. Obviously, this is not going to KO, but we're going to be able to go for it. We're looking pretty good here. We have 2 shields. We're going to be able to farm down. I think I do commit. I mean, I think I commit both shields. Let's see if I need the second shield, actually. Do I need the second shield? I do not. So that's going to be a great game. Well played to my opponent, despite losing the secondary matchup, because shield advantage is huge with Metagross. We were able to win that one. Let's go ahead and move on. Okay, picking up a great lead. We have an Excadrill lead, and we have Waterfall, so this is huge. They do go ahead and switch into Sylveon, so I'm going to bring in Metagross. Now, Togekiss does have Flamethrower, so it is a threat to Metagross, so you generally can't farm down unless if you want to commit a shield. But against Sylveon, you can, because it has Moonblast and Psyshock, and you survive this easily. So, going to be able to take that, and we do farm down. So we expect the Excadrill to come in, right, because they can farm down. And I go ahead and go straight Earthquake, because last time I threw the bait, they didn't shield, but this trader does go ahead and shield, so nice call by them. However, we still make it to another Earthquake, barely able to make it, so that is huge for us, and that will pick up the second shield, and that is amazing. Still have the Togekiss hanging out. A lot of times when you see a Steel type in the lead, a lot of times there's, dragons in the back, something weak to Togekiss. It's usually not another Steel type. I have seen it occasionally. I have seen Excadrill in the lead with Metagross in the back. It's rare, I would say, but most of the time that's not the case. But we're looking really good. It's actually Togekiss, so it's not a dragon in the back. So we could go ahead and bring in my own Togekiss. And they're going to be able to get off the Ancient Power before I get off mine. There we go. And I think I let this go. I think I was hoping I would survive it. I actually don't survive it. But that's okay because we can go ahead and throw the Aqua Tail here. I know this will KO, and I know they can't Mud Shot me down. It's actually close, but yeah, they do go ahead and concede that game. That is going to be a great game. Well played to my opponent. I've battled that trainer a few times this season and in the past. Moving on, Gyarados mirror match. So, when it comes to the lead, I don't like Dragon Breath uses. Dragon Breath uses are really bad for this team. Why? Well, first of all, if it's a Dragon type, or if it's Gyarados, it's resisting Waterfall, right? So obviously that's not good. But aside from that, a lot of times when you see a Dragon type in the lead, there's got to be a Charmander in the back. So there's usually like an Excadrill, Metagross, maybe Magnezone. There's definitely a Steel type chilling in the back, which is not good, obviously, right, for Togekiss. And we can't really win Switch, which is unfortunate, but we're going to be able to go for the Crunch here. And my opponent actually double shields. So that's actually good because, as I've mentioned, Metagross with the shield advantage and energy advantage is really strong. So we're going to just rely and put everything on Metagross at this point in time. Not going to shield these Aqua Tails that come in. They do get to another one, but that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and let it go. Metagross is going to be the win condition. I think I switch out. I do switch out, get ahead on energy because they can't get to another attack. We do farm down. Metagross with 2 shields and energy advantage. Nothing can beat it. I don't know what was in the back, but nothing can beat it. Well, I mean, they had Gyarados in the lead, but even if they didn't and it was Gyarados in the back, I mean, nothing is going to be able to beat it, right? But moving on, we're going up against my friend and a fellow content creator, Jamie from Palette. Very strong battler. We pick up a great lead here. Of course, Excadrill. They do go ahead and switch into Sylveon. You know the drill, Metagross coming in. Now, it could be Double Charm, right? Because they bring in Sylveon. That's always in the back of my mind, but we still have to bring in Metagross, right? They're going to be able to throw an attack. Moonblast is totally fine. Able to take that as we've seen in the previously. So able to farm that down. You'll love to see it. And Jamie is going to bring back in the Excadrill. Now this time I do throw the bait and he actually does not shield, so that is really unfortunate for me. So it could go either way, right? We saw one trainer go ahead and shield the Earthquake. Jamie is not going to shield, and then they're going to shield the second one, so they're going to get a lot of fun. So if I threw the Earthquake, it would have just KO'd. But again, could go either way. It's 50-50. If you bait, it's not a mistake. If you go straight Earthquake, it's not a mistake. It could go either way, right? And it is Togekiss, so it actually is double chomp. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this so we get ahead on damage, and then I'm going to switch out into my Togekiss. Now I know they're going to reach the Ancient Power first, but we have shields, so we would have been able to shield that, and he does go ahead and concede that game. And that's going to be a win for us. Good game, Jamie. Moving on, we have... Jamie actually reached Expert as well, which is really cool. Moving on, we have this Mammal Smash. This is pretty good here. Avalanche will do a lot, but the Waterfalls is super effective, and we could definitely take an Avalanche. So I usually don't shield the first one when I'm going up against the Mammal Swan. I just take it, and we're able to take it. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and throw. I don't think I can farm down before they get to another one, unless if I want to shield. So I'm just going to go ahead and throw to get rid of it. So we take Switch. In comes Conkeldurr. So we do have the Togekiss for that, which is pretty cool. First Conkeldurr I've actually seen. So really cool, I believe. So really cool there. They are going to be able to farm us down, and Conkeldurr does have access to Stone Edge, which is not good. So we do have to keep that in mind. So I am going to go ahead and shield this. I do think Conkeldurr actually is good because there's a lot of things weak to fighting. In comes Excadrill. This is not good. Excadrill is tough for this backline, right? So we're going to go ahead and take one, and plus we use the shield against Conkeldurr. So I was thinking maybe the only possible way I could win is if I catch a Rock Slide on Metagross. So we could take some energy. So we do go ahead and throw. They don't shield. I actually threw early before the flamethrower on purpose because I wanted them to not shield so we can get as much damage off as possible. So as you can see, we missed the catch, so we're going to try again. Oh, we missed it again, unfortunately. However, they are low, right? They are low, so they're going to be able to throw a Rock Slide. We tried to catch it. We were close. We're going to be able to barely not farm it down. That is really unfortunate for us. So a Drill Run will hit, but it doesn't KO. Can we Bullet Punch down the Conkeldurr? Can we do it? Can we do it? We both go down at the same time, so we actually tie. Oh my gosh, GG's. Really well played to my opponent, and look at that. We won 4 and tied 1, barely not making experts. So we're gonna move on to the next set. That was pretty cool there. I mean, we would have liked to hit expert, but that's okay. We're moving on. Gyarados into Excadrill. Absolutely love to see it. I've seen a lot of Excadrill leads, to be honest, and that's good for me. So we're going to. They're just staying in. They're gonna throw the Rock Slide. If they stay in, usually they don't stay in, but if they stay in, I just let the Rock Slide go. And we're going to throw an Aqua Tail. Again, can't farm down before they get to another one unless if I want to shield. So I'm going to go ahead and throw this Aqua Tail to KO them. And it was a steal in the lead, which is a good sign for my Togekiss. However, a Metagross in the back. I did mention that a couple times. I have seen Excadrill in the lead with Metagross in the back, which obviously is not really great. So we're going to go ahead and switch out right now. Togekiss does not want to face this at all. We are going to go ahead and shield it. Togekiss cannot face it, actually. It's going to be a Meaty Mash. It's a nice bait by them, but that's fine. We're just going to go ahead and throw the Meaty Mash. I didn't even charge up for the Earthquake, but I just want to get damage off. Again, I don't want them to shield. You know, if they know it's going to be... they know it's going to be a Meaty Mash, that's good, because I do not want them to shield. You know what I'm saying? Because I want to get the damage off against it, because Togekiss does not want to face it. So if they're counting, they knew it wasn't an Earthquake, which is good for me. Anyway, I can't switch out yet. They're going to be able to get off an attack. Aqua Tail, I don't think KOs. Oh, it's a Crunch. Okay, so Crunch is going to be enough to KO. We do bring in the Togekiss. I think what we want to do here is farm down. And, okay, we actually catch. That's right, we do catch. Because, again, not going to be able to farm down unless we catch that. Because they would be able to get off multiple Aqua Tails, which will KO me. They would have gotten off one more. Well, no, that would have hit me, and then this one would have KO'd me. They actually go for the Crunch, interestingly enough, and the Metagross is coming in. We're going to be able to throw a Flamethrower, and because of that catch, we're going to be able to win this one. If it wasn't for that catch, would have lost. So great game to my opponent, well played to them, but we barely win that. Good game. Good game. So we're going to go ahead and move into the next battle. We have Gyarados in the lead. We have Metagross in the lead from my opponent. Good matchup for us. They do switch into Gyarados. We bring in Togekiss. Now, what I've learned from this matchup, even a Dragon Breath Gyarados, you can't farm down unless you want to shield. So, do I shield this? No, I do not. Okay, there was one time I shielded afraid of the Hydro Pump, but this one I guess is not it. I'm going to go ahead and throw. I was a CMP tie, a little bit unfortunate for me. I'm going to undercharge it, but they actually shield, which is totally fine. I let this go. If we got another Charmander, that would have actually KO'd, but I think they get off 2 Aqua Tails. Yeah, they have another one. So I could shield this, and that will KO the Gyarados, but I'm not going to. Because I'm going to bring in Metagross, and Metagross with a shield advantage. The opposing Metagross does not want to see my Metagross, right? Because we have shield advantage, and they do bring it in, which is totally fine because Earthquake will be enough to KO. So I'm totally fine with this. We're going to go ahead and shield and continue to farm up. No reason to bait here. They do throw the Meaty Mash, but that's fine. I could have went up higher, but I think I wanted to throw now so they don't possibly catch. Maybe they're anticipating to catch. They're bringing Dragonite, and they concede. Yeah, it's going to be a good game because I would have gotten off a Meaty Mash against the Dragonite. Good game to my opponent. Well played. Again, sometimes you do want that shield advantage over the switch advantage. So good game. Let's go ahead and move into the next battle. We do have Gyarados and we do have a Wolverine. So I've actually battled a few of these. I think Wolverine actually has some decent play in the Master League Premier Classic, to be honest. But yeah, against this, I can't really go out. If we go into Metagross and they switch out, Togekiss doesn't want to battle this, right? So this is actually pretty tough, to be honest. Yeah, this is actually relatively difficult for me. So I do have to stay in. I knew Gyarados was going to lose this matchup, but, you know, we have to maybe soft lose it, then maybe attempt to farm down with Metagross or something. Maybe the energy advantage will help us. That's kind of what I'm hoping for. I go for the Aqua Tail here. I think I could have went for the crunch. I think I was counting and kind of afraid they would have gotten off an attack. Yeah, so they would have gotten this off, but I may have gotten off the crunch before. Maybe it would have been a CMP tie and I would have been able to get it off. So definitely a mistake on my end. But we do farm down with Metagross. Let's see what they have. In comes Gyarados. And it's a Waterfall Gyarados as well. We're going to go ahead and throw this Meaty Mesh and then switch out and hope that there's no Steel type in the back. I guess we'll find out. We're going to... Actually, we're not switching out yet, I guess. We're going to go ahead and shield this. I think I was trying to catch, but I don't know. I wasn't able to, and they do have Metagross. So yeah, we're not going to be able to win this one. If we won switch, it would have been better, but again, we would have had my... If we gave up shield advantage, we would have had my Metagross onto theirs, and if they had shield advantage, it would have been tough. But let's move on to the next one. We have a great lead, an Excadrill lead right now. They do switch out into Dragon Breath Gyarados, and out comes my friend Togekiss. Was this a game I do shield the attack? Because as you can see, they're going up a lot. Do I shield this one? Yeah, I do shield this. It's actually an Aqua Tail, so unfortunate for me. I was afraid of the Hydro Pump, but to be honest, I could have taken a Hydro Pump anyway. But now we could add... Well, the thing is, we really do want to win switch, though, because Gyarados does so much better. I guess Excadrill than Metagross does, obviously. So, I guess, you know, we didn't have to shield. We could have, you know, possibly thrown the Ancient Power. But again, I was kind of nervous for the Hydro Pump. But either way, we're going to go ahead and throw the Ancient Power bait right now. And we do pick up a shield. Are they going to be able to farm us down before we get to a Flamethrower? Oh my gosh, barely able to do so. Really unfortunate. Could have thrown the Ancient Power and hoped that they thought it was a Flamethrower, but I was trying so desperately to get to it, but that's okay. So Gyarados is coming in. Out comes Dragonite, and we bring in Metagross right now. So, Metagross is going to be able to throw this attack right now. And, of course, this is a Meaty Mash, so going to be doing so much damage. They're going to be able to throw an attack. I do let it go, and after I let it go, I was thinking maybe that was a mistake, because I'm kind of concerned that they're going to be able to farm me down now, but they actually throw, which is good, because if they farmed me down, got to multiple Rock Slides against my Gyarados, they would have had to shield the Meaty Mash. Well, no, they would have had to shield the Meaty Mash, and we had the Aqua Tail, so I guess we would have won that. But either way, good game to my opponent. Well played to them, and we're going to go ahead and move into, I believe, the final game. And we already got, with 3-1 in this set, so we already have Legend. We're going to get, oh, not Legend, excuse me, Expert. So looking pretty good, and we're picking up a good lead. They switch into Gyarados. We do go ahead and go into Togekiss, but unfortunately it's a waterfall one, which is not as good, but still not bad. We're going to go ahead and let this one go through, expecting the Aqua Tail, and it is the Aqua Tail. And they actually get off another one. So I'm going to go ahead and shield this. I'd rather have my Gyarados on the Metagross. The problem here, yes, we're going to be able to KO and take Switch, but they're going to get a lot of energy with Metagross. And as I've mentioned multiple times already, Metagross with energy is really scary, and shield advantage, right? It's going to have both. So that's what I was thinking of. But we'll see. I mean, we're going to bring in the Gyarados right now, and they do switch out into Hydreigon. Togekiss would have been amazing here. But we know they have Brutal Swing, so I think I'd take it because they still have 2 shields. I mean, this is a tough one. This is gonna be a loss here. But yeah, we're gonna go for the Medium Ash. What am I hoping for? They don't shield it, and they do shield it, and we're gonna go down. Yeah, this is gonna be a loss here. They get off another Brutal Swing. Pretty cool though. Nice spice, Hydreigon. Really like it. So Brutal Swing going to come out. Brutal Swing, excuse me. And we just go for the Aqua Tail. I don't know, I'm going for the bait. Both moves are resisted, so it doesn't really matter, I guess. Could have went for the Crunch, would have done more damage. I don't know. Either way, they're going to go ahead and get off an attack, so they're actually going to be able to KO me. Does it KO? No, they need another Dragon Breath. That's going to be a great game to my opponent. Well played to them. But, as I mentioned, that is going to be a 3-2, and that's going to be Expert. So, next goal, going to be Legend. Have a good one. Bye.